So good, isn't it?
Are you doing boxing now?
No, I used to love
pictures of
boxing when I was a
funny men?
teenager. That was my teenage, but I am going to start boxing around the corner. Used to
Let's
love it.
talk.
Onto the one in Chadwell.
Yeah, I went past it.
Yeah.
Good. I think isn't that where Joe McGann goes?
Is it in Chadwell?
I think so.
Does it? Oh, cool. I'm going to text him later. Check his wife.
He's really into the boxing.
That's cool. G's really.
Brilliant.
G loves it as well.
Oh yeah, G.
Love G. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, the second spiritual thing for your knapsack.
Oh yeah, there. I think a bit of Parker Palmer. Oh,
Yeah.
How do I get back on your questions, my love? Yeah, it's really strange because basically one of my roles during the trial was to like bring the religious card, and I'm not.
Was
like,
that a strategy thing? What, for the public campaign?
It just made sense in terms of like trying to do a justification defense and like to bring the like I did this because of my moral conviction stuff and sort of bringing all this like well official language in, and like basically I only discovered Quakerism as a thing very recently, and then I sort of had to leap in and use it for this political this legal end, and it was really like uncomfortable at times, but I was like, okay, I just have to go whole hog with this because it has to be used like this. But one of the things I love about Quakerism is it's very human. It's like the red book that we use is just loads of quotes from people. Like
the red book is like the Quaker Bible.
Yeah, but it's all just quotes from like normal people.
Oh wow!
And it's updated every few years, and it's always like it's organised into chapters like social responsibility or personal relationships. Oh yeah, Ta. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
And like, it's just every time I open it, I'm like, here is another human who said some really useful stuff, and I find it really does like replenish me. When I go to it for help, it does help me. So I'd take that because I find that there's something like deeper there that I'm tapping into. Like I'm someone who, my family is not into like activism and whatnot like a lot of us, and so this like feeling of being part of a history and part of elders is really like super nourishing to me. And I find that when I look at something and like this person who also called themselves a Quaker said this in like the 70s or the 20s, that really feels like deep and beautiful. So I'd take that. Yeah.
Have you read a lot of Alistair McIntosh's stuff?
I read Soil and Soul.
Yeah.
And I've got a copy of the Matt Carmichael Spiritual Activism book.
Spiritual Activism, Leadership as Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet.
I've just reordered that.
Oh, you gave it to someone. You forgot who you gave it to.
Yeah. Oh God, all of it. I'll give him so many books. His stuff is powerful, really powerful.
I need to read it. It's the time is now for me to read that.
Him and Donald Dorr, who he's inspired by.
Great name.
Donald Dorr, great name. Donaldorr. He's an Irish priest, Quaker, I'm not sure. But he does his book, his main book is called Deepest Heart's Desire. I've got it on a PDF, I'll send it to you.
Nice. Also John Donahue. I haven't...
Is he Irish as well?
I think so, yeah. He there's lots of Celtic designs in his book. But that's a book a friend lent me from like a Quaker library somewhere, and again it's like Parker Palmer's writing, it's got that really acknowledging the darkness that exists alongside the light. Because like, for instance, I know that my outward persona is really like, yeah, exciting, everything's exciting, bouncy, but like the dark part of that light is really very dark, and I'm trying to find ways to look after that so it doesn't fuck me up.
Yeah, I mean, but that's why that's your powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your powers, and that's why your lightness isn't superficial.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, thanks, hon.
Yeah. It's the same. It's like
I ain't no strip light.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you and your strip light. No, exactly, mate. Also, the thing about family is like, you know, it must have been, I don't know how you dealt with it, but it must have been a thing. Like, you compare your family and, like, May's family on the trial, for example.
Yeah.
And it's not like, sometimes I do get jealousy when I see, like,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Even Dan's family, like when him and his mum together, I'm like, oh, don't get jealous.
Oh, hon, I hear you.
In it,
Like,
May's
Sam-
like 3,000 aunts came. I'm like,
Oh my God,
here's another aunt, here's another aunt, here's
yeah,
another aunt.
yeah.
Yeah. You're like, oh.
When I was speaking on trial, when I was like saying my whole life story and also my justification defence, my partner's family were behind me. His parents, not mine.
Yeah.
His parents. That was like the second time I'd met them.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they were there,
Yeah.
showing up for me.
Yeah.
And
It's a real
like,
kind of realisation, isn't it? Like,
man, if I hadn't dealt with it in therapy, I wouldn't have been able to cope with that. Like,
yeah.
That whole like, these people have family and I do, but I don't. Like,
Yeah.
There's
Well, there's biological
things.
family and then there's spiritual family. And
There is, and I'm very rich in spiritual family, very rich. Like,
but it's still a thing.
The friends I've got, my God, I never thought I'd be this lucky. You know.
Well, you deserve it. That's the thing.
We all deserve family.
Yeah.
We all deserve family.
And it's because of what you've been through and you haven't had that you've deserved it more. It is exactly the same thing. Like when I did the Shafted show, you know, the jumping out the giant cock. Coming out, it's so good. We just stuck up some photos in there. And then I remember Tilly's mum and dad. You've met Tilly,
No,
but you know about Tilly.
I know about Tilly.
You need to get to the book. We need to go to see Alistair together and then go to the book.
Oh, it's so nice.
I remember they were like, and it was just a normal, I guess a normal question for them, but it really like struck me. In the like Q&A after the show, they were like, "Where's your mum and dad?" And I'm like, because it's just normal for us that they're not there.
Yeah.
I'm quite glad they weren't there because they would have had a heart attack. Jumping out of a giant cock, talking about sniffing loads of K and having whatever. For like two little Orthodox Jews living in fear. But anyway, it's a thing, isn't it? Anyway, this is not my interview. Wait, you've got.
We're on the brick one.
No, but what were the three? Did you have three?
Three. Quakerism. It's Khalil Gibran,
Yeah.
prophet. It's not Rumi. No wonder I couldn't find him when I was googling it. Well, it'd have to be something fabulous. Like, I think a Young Fathers album. Young Fathers are my favourite band at the moment. Like, far and away, every single album is just beautiful, and it's so danceable, but it does not compromise one iota on poetry and political commentary. Like, it's just, I don't know any music that synthesizes those things, those elements so
Poetry,
beautifully.
dance,
Political commentary.
Wow, I really need to listen to them.
Mate, they are incredible. I've seen them live once. I'm going to see them again in a couple of weeks in Bristol. I can't wait.
They're British.
They are British. They're from Edinburgh.
Oh yeah, well, of course they're great.
Yeah, and they're all so hot.
Really?
Oh yeah.
The Young Fathers.
Young Fathers, yeah.
I really need to listen to their stuff. Young
Start
Fathers.
off with, if you watch the
these
video,
three.
watch the video for Shame. That
These
will get
three?
you. Yeah, them. Oh my God,
They're
so
all from
lovely.
Edinburgh.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, thank you. So my, no, it's the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall Riots this year.
50th.
Isn't it? Do we need bricks now we have queer freedom? If so, who would you chuck it at and why?
Oh, it's such a funny thing to consider, because on one hand, like, here where we are in East London, we can like skip down the street hand in hand with partner, beloved of whatever gender, and genuinely the chance of being like spat on or attacked is quite low. But like worldwide, you know, this country deports our queer family who live beside us to countries where they will get attacked. Like, that's just like, that's a crass truth, and it's fucking horrible. So I'd like to throw a brick at the establishment, as it considerably exists everywhere, because it's this like